Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P050B indicates a cold start ignition timing control system performance problem in the Honda Civic models from 2016 to 2021. This Diagnostic Trouble Code, DTC, is part of the Powertrain Control Module, PCM, systems that ensure optimal engine performance, particularly during cold starts. The integration of various sensors, like the engine coolant temperature, ECT sensor, and the mass airflow MAF sensor, and their accurate readings are crucial for the PCM to adjust ignition timing accordingly. If the ignition timing isn't appropriately adjusted, it can lead to poor engine performance, increased emissions, and potential engine damage over time. Understanding and troubleshooting this DTC involves checking multiple components related to the ignition timing and air intake systems. Thus, a thorough diagnostic approach is required to identify the root cause of the issue effectively. The P050B error code represents a cold start ignition timing control problem, indicating that the vehicle's engine timing is not optimal during the initial startup phase. In this scenario, critical components like the engine coolant temperature ECT sensors, mass airflow temperature sensor, and crankshaft position CKP sensor play significant roles in determining when and how the engine ignites the air-fuel mixture. These sensors are typically located near the intake manifold and cylinder head, and they provide essential data to the PCM to regulate ignition timing. A failure in accurately receiving or interpreting this sensory input can lead to multiple operational issues in the engine, impacting efficiency and performance. This DTC is confirmed by checking for any pending or confirmed DTCs using the Honda Diagnostic System HDS tool. Several factors can contribute to the occurrence of DTC P050B. One likely cause is faulty sensors, such as the ECT or MAF sensors, which may not provide accurate data to the PCM due to wear or internal failure. Poor electrical connections, possibly due to corrosion or loose terminals, can also disrupt communication between sensors and the PCM. Moreover, physical blockages in the air intake system, including dirt or debris in the air ducts or filters, can impede airflow, thereby affecting engine performance during cold starts. Identifying these issues requires careful visual and functional inspections of the intake air duct and housing. Additionally, any faults found in these components can lead to improper ignition timing, resulting in significant engine performance problems. The symptoms associated with DTC P050B primarily stem from its impact on engine performance, especially during a cold start. Drivers may notice poor engine performance, characterized by an inability to maintain stable RPMs or smooth acceleration. Rough idling is another common symptom, where the engine may shake or vibrate irregularly when at rest. Increased emissions might be observed, leading to a potential failure in emissions tests, as the improper ignition timing can cause incomplete combustion. These symptoms may also contribute to additional diagnostic trouble codes if the underlying issues are not resolved promptly. Therefore, it's essential to monitor these symptoms closely, as they can also indicate other underlying problems within the engine's ignition and air intake systems. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P050B involves a thorough check of the programmed fuel injection PGM-FI system. Begin by turning the vehicle to the on mode, which powers the vehicle's electrical systems without starting the engine. Once in this mode, utilize the Honda Diagnostic System HDS to check for any pending or confirmed DTCs. It's crucial to note if there are any DTCs other than P050B presented in the diagnostic menu. If there are additional DTCs, the appropriate troubleshooting must be initiated for those codes before proceeding with the P050B diagnostics. If only P050B is confirmed without other DTCs, you can move to the next step in the troubleshooting process. In the second step, the focus shifts to conducting a visual inspection of the intake air duct. Before beginning this inspection, turn the vehicle to the off or lock mode to ensure safety. The intake air duct plays a vital role in channeling air from the environment to the engine for combustion. Look for signs of poor connections or any blockages that may restrict airflow into the engine. If you identify any issues such as cracks, loose fittings, or significant blockages, these must be addressed immediately by either reconnecting or repairing the duct. If the duct is severely damaged, replacement may be necessary to ensure optimal airflow, allowing the engine to function correctly during cold starts. The third step involves a visual check of the air cleaner housing, which is essential for maintaining clean airflow to the engine. The air cleaner housing encases the air filter and is typically located near the air intake. Confirm that there are no poor connections or blockages present. Inspect the housing carefully for any signs of wear, damage, or debris that may obstruct airflow. If the inspection reveals any issues, you will need to replace the entire air cleaner housing to restore proper engine function. A clean and unobstructed air cleaner housing is crucial for providing the engine with the clean air needed for efficient operation and optimal ignition timing. In this step, the condition of the air cleaner element will be evaluated. The air cleaner element serves as a first line of defense against dirt and debris that could harm the engine. Start by checking for any significant buildup of dirt or debris on the filter. A dirty air cleaner element can significantly restrict airflow to the engine, leading to poor combustion and ignition timing issues. If the element is found to be contaminated, it is essential to replace it with a new one to ensure that the engine receives sufficient clean air. A well-maintained air cleaner element is critical for maintaining engine performance and efficiency, especially during cold starts. Step 5 emphasizes verifying the problem conditions by monitoring the engine coolant temperature, ECT, sensor 1. Begin by turning the vehicle to the on mode and letting the engine cool until ECT sensor 1 reads 77 degrees Fahrenheit or 25 degrees Celsius or lower. This cooling is crucial as it mimics cold start conditions. After confirming the appropriate temperature, clear the Diagnostic Trouble Code using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. Verify that the issue still persists by turning the vehicle off and then restarting the engine. Allow it to idle for a minimum of 10 seconds before checking the OBD status for DTC P050B in the menu. If the HDS indicates failed, the problem likely still exists. However, if it shows passed, the system may be functioning correctly at this moment, requiring further inspection only if codes reappear. Step 6 involves conducting a performance check on the mass airflow sensor, which is essential for monitoring the volume of air entering the engine. Start by holding the engine speed steady at 3,000 RPM without any load, which allows the sensor to provide accurate readings while the engine is in a controlled environment. Continue this until the radiator fan engages, then allow the engine to return to idle. During this phase, you will need to hold the RPMs at 2,500 for 30 seconds and check the MAF sensor's parameters using the HDS. Verify that the recorded airflow values fall within the threshold of 4.1 to 5.7 grams per second. If the current conditions do not meet the threshold, it indicates a potential issue with the MAF IAT sensor, necessitating its replacement to ensure proper engine performance. The final step involves checking the performance of the intake air temperature IAT sensor 1. Begin by ensuring the vehicle is in the off or lock mode before allowing the engine to cool to ambient temperature. Record the ambient temperature for comparison later. Afterward, turn the vehicle to the on mode and quickly note the value of IAT sensor 1 as displayed on the HDS data list. The key to this check is comparing the IAT sensor 1 value against the recorded ambient temperature. If there is a difference of 5.4 degrees Fahrenheit, 3 degrees Celsius, or more, it indicates that the IAT sensor might be faulty, necessitating its replacement along with the MAF sensor. However, if no significant difference is detected, the IAT sensor is functioning correctly, and further diagnostic steps should be taken, such as inspecting the throttle body for dirt or damage. After all necessary repairs and replacements have been executed to address the P050B code, it's crucial to conduct a final verification of the repairs. Begin by confirming that all components, including sensors and air intake elements, have been replaced or repaired properly. Once confirmed, clear the DTCs using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to reset the vehicle's onboard computer. Following this, it's essential to take the vehicle for a test drive to monitor and ensure that the cold start performance is restored to optimal conditions. Pay close attention to the engine operation during cold starts, as well as monitoring the HDS for any reoccurring DTCs. Successful diagnostics should lead to no reappearance of P050B, indicating that the issue has been resolved satisfactorily. Preventive maintenance plays a vital role in minimizing the occurrence of DTC P050B and ensuring smooth engine operation during cold starts. One key preventive measure includes conducting regular checks on critical sensors, such as the ECT and MAF sensors, to catch potential issues before they cause significant trouble. Additionally, maintaining clean air filters is essential. Changing the air filter at recommended intervals prevents dirt and debris accumulation that could affect airflow. Cleaning intake systems, including the throttle body, can further enhance air quality entering the combustion chamber. Establishing a consistent maintenance schedule focused on these areas not only extends the life of engine components, but also optimizes overall vehicle performance. In conclusion, understanding the complexities of DTC P050B is essential for any technician working on Honda Civics from 2016 to 2021. Recognizing the roles of various components, such as the ECT and MAF sensors, helps pinpoint the underlying issues that may cause cold start ignition timing problems. Identifying the possible causes and symptoms associated with this DTC is crucial for effective troubleshooting and repair. Furthermore, implementing regular preventive maintenance can significantly reduce the likelihood of encountering similar issues in the future. By adopting a proactive approach, technicians and vehicle owners can ensure optimal engine performance, contributing to a smoother and more reliable driving experience. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.